Welcome to episode 2 of the Blitz. I'm your host, Brendan Gagan, joined by our co-host,
Peyton Barrera.
Today, it's been an eventful last couple of weekends in the NFL. The wild card games kicked off last weekend, and we got a loaded divisional round slate of games this weekend. So we'll start, give a wild card recap. So the Steelers.
The Steelers.
Oh,
what a hot take last time.
Actually, hold on. Before we get into this, we're going to go in order. So we'll start with the Texans and the Chargers. Texans took care of the Chargers in Houston 32-12.
You know, they did get past the Chargers. I don't see them beating the Chiefs team. I just don't see it happening.
I did not see them beating the Chargers this bad. But, I mean, in all reality, Texans' offense struggled so bad in that first half. Yeah. And Justin Herbert just struggled even worse.
Yeah, I mean, you can't throw 4 picks in a playoff game and expect to win.
Yeah, that is awful. Unless you're Jared Goff or something like that. But, I mean, yeah, no, Texas defense was pretty dominant. They got the Chiefs in the divisional round, so I don't see their fairy tale running, that much.
Yeah.
But, and then the Saturday night game, the Ravens beat the Steelers 28-14. I tell you what, man, watching that first half, bro, I honestly, I know we have this, put the pizza in the oven and watch the pizza cook.
Yeah.
I swear I would have rather done that than watch the first half of this game. Derrick Henry ran all over us. We had 60 yards of offense. Mike Tomlin sucks. And, oh, my God, I just hate the Ravens. And, I knew going in, once I realized that we were going to play the Ravens, I knew, I was like, all right, we're going to lose. And then, as the week went on, I was like, all right, maybe we got this because we already beat them once. And then, no, we didn't. We did not, in fact, have it.
It's a tough divisional game. What do you think about the Steelers going forward, though?
I don't know. We'll get into that after the recap. But, I mean, a lot's going to need to happen because this is freaking 8 years in a row now. But
you guys think you'll take the division next year?
Definitely not. We'll have a lead for 4 weeks and then we'll choke it. But all right, Bills Broncos. I mean, everybody pretty much predicted that Broncos had us there on the first drive with a touchdown, but
that first drive that looked like a game. Broncos up 7-0 and then 31 unanswered points.
Yeah. Bills are
not much
strong
to talk
there.
about in that game.
Yeah. Eagles beat the Packers 22-10. That was a boring game.
Yeah.
Heavily dominated by the Eagles' defense.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love proven to be a system quarterback. Commanders-Bucks. This was by far my favorite game of the weekend. Sunday Night Football. And
talk about an ending.
Jaden Daniels, man. Goes into Tampa.
Yeah.
Takes care of them 23-20. That field goal, man. I mean, it's like a – we'll bring in our co-producer here, Johnny Clumpy here. Johnny looked like the double doink gone right there from the Bears in 2018 for the Commanders.
Well, that's actually what I immediately thought of.
Yeah.
Since they had already had the Hail Mary on the Bears earlier this year, I just took it as a personal shot. I took it as no, this is personal against the Bears. Because Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are going to be compared for the rest of their NFL careers, especially after the Hail Mary. I just expected it. I was oh, it hit the post because I kind of wanted the Commanders to lose for certain agendas.
Yeah, Baker's got a fan in me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge Baker fan.
How could you not love Baker?
Yeah,
He's
Baker's
just
got
one
that
of those
swag.
guys that he goes out there, balls, and has fun doing it, and you like watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But for certain personal agendas I needed to push for the rest of my football watching fandom of Caleb Williams, I needed Jaden Daniels to lose that game.
Yeah, and he did not lose that game.
No matter how well Caleb plays, it's just going to be, Jaden Daniels won a playoff game.
Exactly.
Even though he did play really well, so I don't want to take that away.
Future offensive rookie of the year.
He did not get carried by his defense that has happened by other rookies or playoff performances, so I do want to shout. I like Jaden Daniels. It just sucks that he's going to have to be compared to my team's quarterback for the rest of their careers. But it was a good win. I mean, the run, the one guy the defensive player for the Bucs who had been great all night, just
Yeah, that was
missing in the
tragic.
tackle because he grabbed the
Yeah.
towel and not any other part of his body. Sucked, and it was a very impressive play for him to get that first down. But I mean, he's good.
I do want to say Jaden Daniels could have been taken by the Bears at number 1.
I'd still.
Nah, Caleb's pretty solid.
He's-
man.
sticking with
He's not a
Caleb
bad
Myers.
quarterback, but
Caleb's pretty
Jaden
solid.
Daniels, what
Yeah.
a season.
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully he can continue it and not just be
Yeah.
a.
For the next
Or
10 years,
RG3.
Shawnee, are you just going to be Jaden Daniels hater?
No, because I like Jane Daniels. Like I liked him going into the draft.
He just hates that Jaden Daniels is going to be compared to
Like
Caleb
I
Williams
hate
for
that.
the
Like I
entire
have
year.
to like because I.
They're
I
two
really-
different quarterbacks.
Yeah, like I
They're
like
two very different
I like
quarterbacks.
Caleb Williams, and I want to say that he's better. Like obviously, right now it's Jane Daniels, but like I would like. So it sucks that like it's always gonna be one or the other. Like it's gonna be hard to pick both as a Bears fan.
So we'll wrap up the final wildcard game of the weekend, Monday Night Football. The Vikings were originally going to travel to Los Angeles to play the Rams, but due to the wildfires, they moved the game to State Farm Arena, the Cardinals' home stadium.
yeah.
And the Rams took care of business. I mean, my goodness, that was.
I mean, watching Sam Darnold take all those sacks. I
Oh.
mean, you could pin it on him. You could blame it on his O-line, but either
Look,
way, it was not getting the job done.
Here's the deal. All right, Sam Darnold had an incredible season. You know,
He did.
nobody thought Sam Darnold was going to do. Nobody thought Sam Darnold would ever start a game in the NFL ever again. And J.J. McCarthy needs surgery, and all of a sudden, if you're a Minnesota fan, your hopes are already down because you lost Aaron Jones, or what you got Aaron Jones, but you know people think, you know, oh he's old, he's not. That's not really a good RB1 to have. Your rookie quarterback's out for the year now. Now you're stuck with Sam Darnold, and you got prime Justin Jefferson, and you're just wasted potential. You know, and they just came in. Their defense was incredible all year. They were tied with the Steelers at the end of the regular season with the most takeaways with 33. I mean, they went 14-3. You know, it came down to the final week against the Lions to see who the NFC North champ was going to be. And then, you know, you come out and, I mean, your O-line collapsed. And Sam Darnold, I mean, you could pin it on him because, like, he threw some bad throws. Right. He threw some costly interceptions. But, I mean, how can you blame it on him? He's got no time to throw the ball. It's like the episode in Family Guy where Stewie's just like, and nobody's blocking him, and then he just gets murdered. Like,
it was definitely rough for him, but talk about the performance about the Rams. Like, Matt Stafford.
Old man Stafford, man.
Matt Stafford out
January
there balling.
Matthew Stafford needs to be studied. Like,
it's insane he could do what he does.
He's
at
like,
that
what,
age.
37?
Yeah.
He's 37 years
He's
old.
getting up there.
And he's just freaking balling.
He wants another ring.
He's got a great young defense, too. So that's going to be interesting. But now we move on to discuss the divisional round matchups for this weekend.
Divisional round. All right, we talked about the Texans and the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's the first game Saturday at 3:30.
Yeah, I think this game will be one-sided.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs run away with this one.
I do think I'm like 99% confident that the Chiefs win convincingly.
Yeah.
You know, the Chiefs have been doubted all year. I don't really know why. They have an incredible defense, and it's Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes started off pretty rough, but then he low-key locked in at the end, and nobody's realizing it that he locked in. And now everybody's worried about Buffalo or Baltimore. I guarantee the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah,
like,
as much
I
as
will
I
bet
don't
all my
want
money
them-
right now. I hate the Chiefs. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. And I'm
As much as I don't want them to go to the Super Bowl, I think they have the path.
100%. They're playing the Texans, bro.
yeah.
Like, come,
They do. If they get past the Texans, they'll have a hard game. Ravens and Bills, or Bills.
It's not if, it's when. If C.J. Stroud can walk into Arrowhead and take care of a 15-2 team after being mediocre the whole season, and he just locks in, I mean, I'll be shocked and I'll be happy. But I mean, yeah. So Saturday night, Lions Commanders. I got the Lions beating the Commanders by at least 2 possessions. Lions defense is getting better. Alex Anzalone came back from broken forearm, and you saw how the defense played against the Vikings in Week 18. They were locked down. You know, they've dealt with so many injuries, and they just continue to be good. they'll get David Montgomery back with Gibbs. Not that that really matters because I think we all saw that Gibbs should clearly be getting more touches than David Montgomery.
Yeah, Gibbs is something else.
But I think they motivate each other, and I think they feed off of each other. So, but, yeah, no, you got a rookie quarterback going into Detroit, and I can only imagine what the Lions offense is going to do to this Commanders defense.
It's going to be a closer game than you think it's going to be. I think Commanders offense is going to come in and take control, but we'll see Saturday night.
We'll see. Do you have the Commanders winning?
I have the Commanders within a touchdown. I don't have them winning.
Okay. All right, I can see that. I'm just saying, if the Lions come out and play the way that they can play, like that's where the two possessions or more comes in.
We know this Lions team.
Yeah.
This Lions team is.
So Sunday at 2, Rams Eagles, and here's my hot take. Here's
I think we're thinking the same thing.
Here's my hot take. Old man Stafford is going to walk into Philadelphia. He's going to stunt on all the freaking Philadelphians.
Yeah.
He's going to walk out of there with a dub.
I think he gets it done.
He's walking out. What do you think, Johnny? What do you think?
I like it.
Like it?
This Philly team is really good, and they played earlier this year, and that was the bit. Saquon ran all over them.
Yeah.
It was on Sunday Night Football. But McVay has been very good in his playoff career. Like, has a Super Bowl, obviously. He's been to
2.
Has been to 2. Has been far. And Stafford's good. Like, really good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like, you got a good quarterback. And this defense has been insane. Jared Verse, well, I know it's all regular season awards, but he locked up Defensive Rookie of the Year in that playoff. Even with it, like, it was pretty sure it was going to be him, and, like, I know they don't count the playoffs, but him going absurd just clinched it for him. Like, nobody's going to be.
I didn't even know he was a rookie.
Yeah, like, he's.
Like, my God. Like,
he's good. That defense has been, considering how young they are, and I actually saw somebody point out about how, like, the Rams, like, a couple years ago, they traded everything. Like, they had 0 draft picks when they won the Super Bowl. It's like everyone was like, oh, they traded their entire future for a ring, and then, like, look at this defense and look how young everybody is.
I was one of those people.
Yeah, like,
I thought that they were going to be poverty, and, Stafford went there for a single ring, and then it's going to be 3-14 to finish out his career.
Like, look at what the Lions got from that trade. They got Gibbs, Laporta.
It might arguably be the greatest trade of all
in
time
win-win
in NFL history.
Because, mind you, the Rams have not really fallen off from, like, lack of, like, draft capital they've had. They've had, like, they went, like, 4 drafts in a row without a first-round pick. And somehow
and they're still
their entire
all
defense is all, like, guys on rookie contracts that are balling out. So, I think I agree. I think Matt Stafford can go do something in Philly.
They just got to manage. You're not going to stop Saquon. You just have to manage him and then make Jalen Hurts throw the ball. He's got weapons. He can throw the ball. But I would much rather have the Eagles try to beat me through the air than beat me with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year. He should, like, realistically, he should win MVP. But, I mean,
MVP.
I don't know, man. If he played that last game, if he broke the record, he should have won the MVP. But he didn't play the Week 18.
I think he does have Offensive Player of the Year locked up.
100%.
But MVP,
No
I can't see that.
Yeah. And then our final game of divisional round, probably the biggest game of the week.
Yeah.
The Ratbirds travel to Buffalo. God, I hope Josh Allen beats it by 40, man. I'm bitter. Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan, but oh my God, I hate.
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be really high scoring. I think in this game we have over 60 points scored.
Whew.
Like it's going to be an offensive or defensive nightmare.
I don't know, man, because both of these defenses are pretty good.
Both of these offenses are pretty good.
No. I mean, I got the Bills. I got them on this is like a game-winning field goal kind of game. This is not going to be a blowout. Like, even though I hope the Bills blow them out by 40, this is not going to be a blowout. I mean, Lamar and Derrick Henry, they're going to try to run the ball like they did to the Steelers. And then Josh Allen's just going to have to trust the guys that he's been working with because because they're talking about this MVP race, and like the more I think about it, really, like Lamar has better stats, so like oh yeah, he should win the MVP.
Yeah.
Right? Look what Josh Allen has done. He's got nobody.
He's been amazing.
He is the
with
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Like,
he's been amazing with the team he's given. The team he's given is not.
like Lamar's great. Don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
I don't like Lamar, but he's pretty good. And and I'll never take it away from him. But like he's got Derrick Henry, he's got Zay Flowers, he's got Mark Andrews, but Mark Andrews was like buns the first 5 weeks of the season. But like after that, he had Mark Andrews. He has Likely, and he's got an incredible defense. And he's got a great O-line, too. So Lamar, again, great quarterback, 2-time MVP. He's insane. But take a look at Josh Allen, who has led his team to the 2 seed.
Okay, but let's not take away from Lamar here. He makes his teammates great.
Oh, I'm not taking him away, but I'm just saying he's got, if he needs to run, he can just run a read. Realistically, the Ravens can run a read option with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson all the way down the field.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty much
Josh Allen can't do
unstoppable.
that. James Cook is good, but Josh Allen cannot do that. And they're completely different quarterbacks, too. But, Lamar doesn't really have that many wide receivers either. But, you look at Buffalo. They got
They brought in
Shakir.
Amari Cooper.
They got Shakir. They brought in Cooper, who was good for the first game that he played and hasn't done anything since. You got 2 tight ends who were supposed to be good, and Kincaid's been hurt all year, and Dawson Knox is kind of just like a role player now.
Yeah.
James Cook had his best season. Keon Coleman, he's just young. So, I could see this Buffalo team being good in 2 years, but I did not see them being this good, right now. And with the defense that they have and Josh Allen's play, I mean, I just feel like Josh Allen really, kind of brought everything together. What a true most valuable player does. Most valuable. You take Josh Allen away, the Bills ain't making the playoffs. You take Lamar away from the Ravens, they're probably still fighting for a 7th seed based off of their great defense.
Taking
and all
Lamar
these
away?
weapons. 100%. Put Snoop Huntley back there again.
Oh, no.
Devin, you had your hand up?
I pretty much agree with what you said. I was going to say most valuable player is how you kind of have to think about that. Yeah. Where is this Bills team without Josh Allen? So I agree with Brendan.
Okay,
I think Allen wins, even though Lamar has slightly better stats.
I'll definitely say this. I don't think the Ravens would make the playoffs without Lamar. But if you really look at the 2 teams and removing each quarterback, who's gonna have the worst record? It's gonna be the Bills.
No, I agree.
It's gonna be the Bills.
I
Mitch
think,
Trubisky is your quarterback.
I think it's gonna be a close. I don't think.
What?
I don't
What you
think
mean?
that Josh Allen clears the MVP. I think.
I don't think he
is a
clears
race
it either.
for
But
sure.
I'm just it's a race. But I think that it's so close. This is the closest MVP race we've had in a while. And realistically, I'm a huge Joe Burrow guy. I hate that he plays for the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I thought Joe Burrow should have won MVP, but because he literally carried his team to the last. It's Josh Allen. He carried his team to the last.
It's unfortunate that
last
Bengals
season.
team couldn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm happy they didn't. What's up, Johnny?
I just wanted to give an opinion about the Lamar.
Yeah.
game. You guys are. I think it is. Josh Allen should be the MVP, but it's not It's really funny because last year everyone was like, "Oh, it's Lamar," even though he was only 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and only 30
Yeah,
38
Last year MVP
But,
to Lamar was
the-
absurd.
He was the MVP though. I get Dak had better numbers, but Lamar was the MVP. You weren't arguing Lamar was the most valuable player in football last year. And it's the same thing kind of this year around. Lamar has better stats, and obviously Lamar's been great, and that's why he has an argument because his stats are so it's absurd the numbers he's putting up. Yeah. But Josh Allen, I agree with you guys. I think we all agree. It's very close, and Lamar has been great. So I don't think either way, it's not I don't think it's a robbery. Whoever wins, it's
they deserve
dang,
it.
that sucks for the other guy.
I
You had to
just
have
know
this
peop-
year when the other guy was having that year.
I just know people are gonna.
But it is funny because last year, it's the same. It's very similar to last year. Everyone was like, "Well, Dak has better numbers than Lamar," but it's Lamar's the more valuable player. I think it's very similar to that. But obviously Lamar is very valuable to the Ravens.
Whoever wins MVP, either way, people are going to be mad.
Yeah.
And
that the other person didn't win it.
that
It
the other
happens every
person
year.
should've won it.
And also, Mitch Trubisky is a Pro Bowler, by the way. So
My
please,
God.
please give the man some
Worst
respect.
Pro Bowler. in
He
history.
had my respect, and he
Tyler
destroyed
Huntley
it when
and
he was
Gardner
starting for
Minshew
my
were
team
Pro
last year.
Bowlers.
No,
He had-
don't disrespect Gardner Minshew.
He was a Pro Bowler
Gardner
last
Minshew.
year.
Gardner Minshew was a dog.
The Pro Bowl is a freaking popularity contest. Making a Pro
Okay.
Bowl used to matter. It mattered when Mitch made it.
He was the fourth best quarterback
It-
in the NFC that year.
It mattered when Mitch made it.
He only,
After 2021
Yeah.
is when the Pro Bowl just completely fell out. If you get elected, congratulations.
Mitch
You're
only
popular.
Mitch
Like,
only got in because
We're talking about Tyler Huntley being a Pro Bowl quarterback. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Tyler Huntley.
Mitch only got in because the Rams went to the Super Bowl, so Goff couldn't play in the Pro Bowl. But he was the fourth best
It's
quarterback
all
in the
right.
NFC
Yeah,
that year.
no,
So I'm
Mitch-
just saying,
Mitch
put some respect
had the
on
resume
his,
to back
on his
up.
name.
No, I won't do that. Because after seeing what the hell he put my team through last year, oh my.
If it makes you feel better, I like the Joe Burrow MVP talk that you said. If they didn't care so much about them making the playoffs, I feel like
yeah.
it should be Joe Burrow.
I mean,
If
the Bengals made the playoffs, 100%.
we're saying most
value,
valuable player, then Joe Burrow beats out Josh Allen for that with the team wise.
But with the Bengals not being in the playoffs, he's pretty much out of the
Yeah,
conversation.
no, he's not in the conversation anymore. I've
He'll probably place fourth. It's probably going to go.
He'll play. He'll place third.
It's
Saquon
going to
will
go
play
Allen
fourth.
Lamar, Saquon.
No,
Benham,
Saquon's
I
gonna
feel
place
like.
fourth. There's no way. Actually, yeah, probably. No, in the NFL they'll do
I can
that.
go either way.
Because they usually, if a position player has some crazy year, they usually will get, respect. Like, Cooper Kupp was, when he had the absurd Triple Crown year.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, Jamar won the Triple Crown, was really good this year, but, the numbers aren't, historic numbers, at each, in every category, Cooper Kupp was historic. But Jamar, because Jamar might actually place fifth. It'll probably be, it's probably going to be, Derek. We're probably going to have, 3 position players in the top 6.
Yeah.
Or, non-quarterbacks.
Forgot about that. I mean,
Derrick Henry is going to be in the convo, too, because how good he was.
Jamar Chase just had a phenomenal season and one of the best wide receiver seasons we've seen since Cooper Kupp. And he's not going to win any award from it.
Yeah.
He's not going to win a single thing from
this
it.
year is tough.
Our Triple
though.
Crown winner, and he's not going to win he's not going to have a single reward. Because Saquon's got Offensive Player of the Year locked down. And you're not taking that away from Saquon.
Yeah.
He ran for 2,000 yards.
You can't.
That is absurd.
Has there ever been a co? Because
Nope.
in MLB there's co
No.
stuff. No.
Well, there's
No.
been co-MVP. Warren Moon
Yeah.
and Peyton Manning won co-MVP.
But, still, that doesn't really matter.
For Offensive Player of the Year, it's never been.
All
fair.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
Just giving it an option. I don't know.
And Jamar Chase didn't hurdle someone backwards. So
all right, so we'll move on to predictions here. What's your predicament for AFC and NFC Championship? And then what's your prediction for the Super Bowl?
AFC, NFC Championship. I have the Chiefs and the Ravens, and I think the Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl.
I hate you.
That's, I
hate
just
you.
picked I think the Ravens are the best team. I think they can get it done with through the Bills and the Chiefs. I think they get it done. NFC, that's tough. I think the NFC Championship will be the Lions and the Rams.
I agree with you on that.
As much as
I
I
agree with you on that.
want Stafford to go back to the Super Bowl, I think the Lions go to the Super Bowl here. And we have Ravens versus the Lions. So
Who you got
that's
winning
my
that?
prediction. I have winning that game. That would be tough if it did happen. But I think the Ravens get it done. I think they do. I think Lamar plays how Lamar plays. I mean, he could be the MVP. So I think he just keeps doing what he does, and he could get a Super Bowl.
Well, NFC, I have the same prediction. Rams, Lions, and I think the Lions are going to win. AFC, I got the Chiefs and the Bills. And if there was any chance that Josh Allen could ever beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, it would be this year. But he's not going to.
I don't know about that take though, because I think the Bills are worse this year than they were last year.
I know,
and they
but
still
like,
didn't get it done.
but like supposedly the Chiefs are worse than they were last year too. So like I don't know. All I'm saying is that like this is Josh Allen's chance
Yeah,
to really beat him, and it's like I don't think it's gonna. He beat him earlier in the year
yeah.
by 9 points, but
I think if you get a Chiefs-Bills matchup, and the Chiefs win this, it's heartbreaking. It's not a rivalry.
how many more times? Yeah, how many
Yeah.
more times are you gonna
It's-
go through it? So I'll have the Chiefs beating the Bills, and then I'll have the Lions beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl for franchise's first Lombardi.
Lions and Chiefs.
What's up, Johnny?
To add to your point, I don't think, except for Joe Burrow, I don't think Mahomes has ever lost to one of the top dogs in the AFC multiple times in a season or multiple times in a row. Don't doubt playoff Patrick.
Mahomes never beat the Colts.
My God,
My gosh, he beat you guys in a playoff game.
Wait,
He did.
Mahomes?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, he
in
did.
Andrew Luck's comeback year in 2018.
Yeah.
Mahomes playing?
Yes.
Got you.
You guys got-
it
you
was
guys-
like his first year.
You guys beat the
100%.
Texans.
All right, this needs to be fact checked.
You guys beat the Texans, then went into Arrowhead
I'll
and
fact check
lost.
it.
I
I'll
know
fact
it's.
check it right
You
now.
don't have to fact check because I know it's true.
No, I know you're right.
I don't.
too.
I know Kansas City beat us. I don't know if was Mahomes playing.
Yes, that was unless he was hurt, but he wasn't hurt because that was the year they played the Patriots in the AFC Championship game.
Okay, yeah. So he's 0-2 against them
In the
in
regular
the regular season.
Yeah,
Regular season.
And in 2019,
it was the
they beat the
2018.
Colts.
It was 2018, 2019.
and they beat the Colts 31-13 in the playoffs.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm wrong.
Yeah, but hey, in the regular season.
Good record though versus Mahomes. I'll say.
Oh yeah.
Don't doubt playoff Patty. Just
Don't-
like
don't doubt play.
Yeah.
Please don't, for the love of God.
he's gonna be the next GOAT. So
All right. Speaking of the Colts, you wanna take a deep dive into
Speaking of the Colts,
take a deep dive of what you guys need to do to not be mid anymore. You guys go 9-8 or 8-9 every year.
You know, we.
Every single year.
I
Shut
feel
up,
like
dude. We go 10-7. It's different. It's
you guys
different.
go 9-8 every year and make
different.
the seventh.
you
seed.
could, yeah,
hold
you
on,
got
hold
you.
on. Can
No,
we both jump on him real quick?
No,
You guys-
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, the Bears
Let's
going to the
talk
Super
about
Bowl.
the
Oh,
Bears.
the Bears go.
Wait,
Oh, the Bears
no.
go 4-2. Oh my God, we're going to the playoffs.
I
Then you let up the Hail Mary. Then you lose what? 11 straight. And you finish 5-12.
okay. I
Oh,
said
but there's always next year, guys.
okay. Hold on. I said they had a chance after they were started 4-2. And then also, I predicted the Bears going 9-8 or 8-9 this year. So please do not get on my case about
Well, they
Super
went
Bowl.
5-12, Johnny.
We beat the Packers, so that's all that
You
really
have
matters.
the dumbest fan base in the world. I hate living in this area with all these delusional Chicago.
Your
It
fan
just
base.
doesn't
Your
make
fan base
sense.
wants to fire a head coach who's won a Super Bowl.
I understand that.
So
I understand that.
You know,
Change the standard. We love hard. We love hard. We have gone through this for 8 years. 8 years.
okay. Let me get back to my point. The Steelers literally have had multiple years where they've gone 8-8 or 9-8 and missed the playoffs in this like last 8 years of Tomlin.
Yeah.
So please don't call out another team for going 8-9. Is all I'm saying. I didn't say anything about the Colts.
You didn't go 8-9 though. Oh, you're telling me about calling out.
I'm saying like he didn't have to jump on my case. I didn't say anything about the Colts. I'm saying the Steelers fans should not be calling out a team for being mid when you guys will have the same record as the Colts, but you guys get the tiebreaker and then just get walloped
This-
as
I
in the
mean-
7-2 game.
You know what's crazy?
All I'm
We always lose to the Colts in the regular season too. We'll always play the Colts and we'll always lose.
Colts
And
get it
you're
done.
And we play them next year too.
Colts
and you're
get
talking
it
about the
done.
Steelers stuff. I can think of 2 Bears games that pretty much should have been a Bears win.
But was it? But
You can
was
say
it?
the same thing about the Chiefs.
I could say it about the
man,
Steelers.
Yeah, you can say any.
You can
team
say it
in the
about any
NFL.
team.
A
The
50-yard
Colts
pass,
are
Hail Mary.
The
in
Colts
a-
are 3 games away from
Yeah,
being
it's
10-7 and making the 7th
Okay,
seed in the
blo-
playoffs.
blocked and then a blocked field goal.
Yeah.
that goes.
Life
And then
sucks,
who's
man.
Who's the Colts quarterback? Right, Anthony Richardson.
What?
What is that supposed
What does
to
that
mean?
mean?
I'm
What
just-
is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I'm don't think he's played well at all this year.
He got
No, he
outplayed by
sucks.
Caleb
You know,
Williams.
He's
Yeah.
still young.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it was literally his
Didn't
rookie
Caleb
season.
Williams have a better year though?
he's the
100%.
youngest.
And Williams has been in the league less time.
Okay, AR played 4 games.
AR's
his
younger,
rookie year.
and he didn't play his rookie.
Yeah,
he
AR
played
is
like-
still younger
yeah.
than Caleb Williams, which is crazy. He's gonna enter his third
It's-
year, and he's
yeah.
gonna be younger than sophomores.
So he's got time. We shouldn't.
I'm not
ship him
worried
yet.
about AR. I like AR. AR's also got a fan in me,
I think he needs.
and I root for the Colts when they're not playing the Steelers. Just
Yeah.
because I'd rather root for the Colts than freaking Bears. Like, my God.
Yeah, I mean, can't root for him in the regular season though, because we always whoop you guys.
Yeah,
so.
no. I mean,
I think for the
you
Colts
guys put
though.
me in like a different stage of depression. Like we played each other in like week 5 this year. My God,
Yeah.
I went to the game, and I just saw collapse happen early, and then we came back, and then it wasn't enough. Justin Fields popped off. I thought Justin Fields solidified his starting spot for the season after that game,
Yeah,
but I guess not. And I mean, no, but
I think with the Colts, we need to get a wide receiver out of free agency. Or I don't think Michael Pittman's the option. Like he's not the number one guy. He's, he's a good receiver. I'll give him that, but I don't think he's the Colts' number one guy.
are you looking at what I'm looking at?
Are you guys?
The Pittsburgh Steelers lead the series against the Colts 27-8.
And this is all time. This including postseason, by the way.
Yeah, okay,
27,
well,
8.
8 of those wins have probably came within the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So, which is just
And then you get
so
into the
depressing.
Baltimore Colts. It's
Yeah, no,
yeah.
but yeah, no. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee you we won most of the games early on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all those Baltimore Colts.
Are the L's wins against
This is
the L's
the
the Steelers?
Colts.
Okay,
so
so-
the Colts a W would be Colts winning.
Okay, yeah, they've won the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And they lost the last, and then before
The
winning
3
the
years.
last 2 years, they lost the last. They lost the last 8 years to the Steelers.
Jeez.
So like they like pop up every now and then.
It's like
with the
Michigan.
win. Yeah.
Love Michigan.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think a wide receiver is definitely a need for you guys. I mean, Alec Pierce, man, what a dog.
Yeah, I mean
What a dog. But
you
he's not a
throw it
wide
up-
receiver 1.
Yeah, but he's definitely that slot guy. You
Yeah,
throw it
he's
up
a
to him,
deep-
he's catching
he's a
it.
deep threat.
He's catching it.
And I think Josh Downs and Alec Pierce, I think those guys are fine for you guys. I just don't think Michael Pittman is your wide receiver 1.
There's just not. We have so many good or decent receivers, and there's not the number one guy. We don't have Justin
don't ha-
Jefferson,
yeah,
Jamar Chase,
George Pickens.
Like, no, no,
NFL young boy.
no,
I
not
love
George
having
Pickens.
George Pickens on my football team, man. It just makes it so much more fun. Like it takes the depression away a little bit. Like
You know?
because like that, like what George does, like at the end of games, that's what I want to do to like my television. But like, and then I just get to see him
Oh my god.
act like that, jump on guys, pull guys' helmets off and stuff like that. Like literally, like acting like he's in the WWE. Like it's incredible.
I mean, he's fun to watch. I'll give you that. But
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, you guys also need a tight end.
a
You guys
tight
need a
end.
tight end pretty bad. You guys have been needing
We
a tight
need-
end since Jack Doyle.
We need someone who could catch the football. So
You guys should get my boy Tyler Warren, Penn State. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss him so much. Yeah, it was not a fun weekend last weekend. I called off work to watch the Penn State Notre Dame game, and I missed the first half of it.
let's.
And that's when Penn State dominated it. And then
Yeah.
I got home and I watched it. Then we threw a pick with
Rough
like 20
game.
seconds left. So that was absolutely heart shattering because I actually thought Penn State was gonna like go to the Natty and put up a fight.
Mhm.
So for Penn State's season to end like that, and then all of a sudden go on Saturday, and me actually thinking that the Pittsburgh Steelers were gonna walk into Baltimore and get a win, and we get embarrassed.
That's
we only
tough.
lost by 14 points, which that was not a 14-point loss in my eyes. Like my God, like it was awful.
Speaking of the Steelers,
Ugh.
let's talk about your prediction a couple weeks ago that the
Ugh.
Steelers would win out and become the 1 seed. Obviously, that has been proven completely wrong, and their first round exit being 10-8. What do you think about them? Overall this season.
I'll bite that. We started off so great, and I thought that this year was going to be different, because usually we're always going 2-7, and then coming back and going 9-8. We started off 10-3. We have not done that since Big Ben. So I was just like, oh my God. I was like, did Russell Wilson just solve all of our issues? We were playing great. Our defense was playing unbelievably. And I really noticed that this year was different when we beat the Commanders, the Bengals, and the Ravens in 3 weeks, like 3 straight weeks. I was like, oh my God.
I'm not going to sit here and say it was a bad year, because it wasn't. But being 10-3,
it wasn't a bad year. It was a bad last 5 games.
Yeah,
it was it might have been the worst after season collapse of all time.
Yeah.
Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. And for the offseason, man, we have so many guys that we need to re-sign. We have so many guys that we need to make decisions on. We declined Najee's 5th-year option last year, so now Najee's going to be a free agent if we don't freaking figure it out and sign him. I love Najee. Najee is my favorite Steeler. He's, not, the best, but he's had 4 straight seasons. All 4 years in the NFL, he's had at least 1,000 rushing yards.
Yeah.
The consistency is there. You're not going to get constant 100-yard rushing games from him. And I saw it, too, because I saw a fan post about it. Some fan who didn't want to keep Najee. And somebody said, oh, he's got 4 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons. If you rush, for 1,000 yards on the dot in a 17-game season, you're averaging 58 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's...
it's not that impressive. But, still, dude, that's 1,000 yards is still 1,000 yards. And I just don't think we'll get anything else from that. And I also think our O-line was garbage.
Yeah.
Not even garbage. We were just hurt. We got 2 rookies. We got a rookie guard, Mason McCormick, and a rookie center, Zach Frazier. They were incredible. And now we get to build off of them while we get everybody else back from injury. We need to re-sign Justin Fields.
100%.
I don't care what, and we need to let Russell Wilson go.
I think that you guys only go up from here.
We freaking better. I pray to God.
Yeah.
And I know that Sam Darnold is going to be a free agent, and I know Devin's saying, Sam Darnold to Steelers, ? No. If we get Sam Darnold, I'm going to destroy my TV. I'm going to burn all of my Steelers gear.
Yeah.
Especially if he's my starting quarterback. For the 18th time, Justin Fields is our starting quarterback. I want Justin Fields. Everybody else in Pittsburgh wants Justin Fields. Even Mike Tomlin wants Justin Fields. He just wanted Russ more. So with Russ gone, there's no way we bring in Sam Darnold. If we bring in Sam Darnold, I love Sam Darnold. What a great story. I don't want to miss my quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't. Let him go to Chicago. Let him go to New York. Let him go to the Jets again. Let him go back up Caleb Williams. Something like that. Anything. You act like you guys don't need a backup. Your backup is Tyson Bagent right now.
Well, I definitely think Sam
You need
Darnold.
a backup.
I think Sam
Because
Darnold.
with your offensive line, Caleb Williams is going to die. And I'm not even trying to.
He was the first Bears quarterback in this century to play a full season.
Also, Fields is a free agent, so you don't even know if you'll have him.
No, he's not. He's not going to be a free agent unless we don't re-sign him. We have the ability to re-sign him before he becomes a free agent.
And also,
but he's not on the team.
He's
for sure.
He's not on the team for sure.
Also, here's the thing that Sam Darnold is going to get heavily overpaid. I know he struggled.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah.
The last 2 weeks,
Sam
but
Darnold
the
is
Bears
about
are
to
not
get
about
bag
to
of a lifetime.
overpay Sam Darnold to back up Caleb Williams.
I think he'll go to the Raiders.
You saying Sam Darnold being a backup is kind of crazy. I think he has someplace.
He'll
to
start somewhere, so that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
the
100%.
Bears are
But,
not signing him.
If he was going to go to the Steelers, he better be our freaking backup.
And also, have fun with fourth quarter interceptions and fumbles all of
Justin
next
Fields.
season.
Is that a shot at Justin Fields?
I watched it for 3 years.
Oh,
I love
you guys
Justin
had
Fields.
No team for Justin. You guys had no coaching structure for Justin. What did you
watch the games?
Okay.
Go watch.
Do improve. I mean, it was a young Justin
I know.
Fields.
Okay, there was 3 years of Justin Fields in the fourth quarter. I loved Justin Fields, by the way. I defended him. I wanted them to bring him back and draft Marv. I wanted it. I was fine with whatever outcome. But please go watch him in the fourth quarter.
The disloyalty for the Bears fans and how they did Justin Fields is
liked him.
Disgusting.
Is this a shot?
rough.
Is this a shot
you
at
guys
me?
did Justin Fields
Why are you
so
saying
wrong.
you like it's my fault?
The Bears?
Do I
Bears?
control
the
anything
Bears
in the
fans,
world?
too.
Do
you
I
guys
con-
just completely forgot about
I
Justin
didn't.
Fields. All the hell that he went through for you guys for the start.
Yeah.
And then you guys just shipped him out once you got all the weapons he needed. You saw the connection with him and DJ Moore.
He ruined.
DJ Moore misses Justin Fields.
You know,
He
I
ruined.
think
He
it's-
he ruined Darnell Mooney.
I think it's hard to like the Bears.
No, he didn't, because Darnell Mooney went to Atlanta and had his best career season. Because guess what?
Yeah.
Every other team in the NFL, other than like the Jaguars or the Browns or like the other poverty teams, everybody else in the NFL has coaching structure. The Bears, my God.
What was
you
your
guys
thi-
have nothing.
Hey, what was your thing about like 1,000 yards?
1,000, yeah.
Darnell Mooney was an 1,000-yard receiver in Chicago.
Okay, I was talking about a running back, not a receiver.
Yeah, running back and a receiver is a lot different.
Okay, is it still not impressive though
He
to
had
have?
one season with a 1,000-yard receiving season.
Yeah, and then
With
guess what?
Justin Fields at quarterback.
No, he wasn't.
Who was his quarterback?
It was before Fields. It was with Allen.
Trubisky?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Darnell Mooney did nothing with Justin Fields at quarterback.
And
So
yeah.
please don't blame it on the weapons if you're telling me before and after Darnell Mooney was good, and then with Justin Fields he sucked. So
Well,
please
he
don't tell me it was
revived DJ Moore's career.
revived.
Revived, 100% revived.
You're saying who revived?
He
DJ
was an
Moore's career?
1,000-yard receiver every year.
That's
100%.
That's a crazy.
He had
His
take.
final
except
year-
for this
Okay.
year, but that's because
His
we
final
had
year
two.
in Carolina was awful.
He was in
Go with the
Carolina.
I know,
Go with the
I
numbers.
understand that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he went to Chicago, and like he's like better.
That's. I mean, that's
All I'm
rough to
saying
say.
is Justin Fields needs structure, and he has structure in Pittsburgh. And now I have these freaking Bears fans saying, "Oh, good luck, fourth quarter interception."
I have DJ Moore stats up right now.
What was his last year in Carolina? I already see it. 886 yards. 7 touchdowns. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he had multiple
Yeah.
thousand
He was a
yards.
four-time. It's not like he had
I
400.
understand that. But that's what I'm saying.
That's because Justin Fields, he was the only person he could throw the ball to. Actually, no, that's not
You
even
just
true.
proved my
That's not true.
exact
That's
point.
not true. That's the only one he would throw the ball to, though. He had Darnell Mooney, once again, who you admitted was good before and after Fields.
Yeah.
But with Fields, he was bad.
Yeah.
He had a couple bad years with Fields, but he
was good before and after. Why do you think that?
he had 1,000 yards, 400, 400, and then 1,000 on Atlanta. So
When you
2020.
go-
Who
when
was the
you go
quarter-
from Pro
Who's the Bears quarterback in 2021?
Mitch. No, Justin.
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 It was before.
Yeah, Justin.
It's Justin, right?
No,
Was he
Justin
in
was
that?
the quarterback in 2020.
Oh, he didn't start the whole year. That's why. Because Darnell Mooney was good as a rookie
Who
year, too.
did?
It was like Dalton started a bunch of games.
Oh.
The Bears.
Like Andy Dalton started a bunch of games. I think Nick Foles started games. No, that was the year before.
No, I really think that the Steelers, and another thing, we need to get an edge rusher. We need to get lineman depth on both sides because we have old linemen.
yeah.
And then we need to go out. We need to get T. Higgins, whatever it takes. We have T. Higgins and George Pickens, and then Calvin Austin. If we get T. Higgins, our wide receiver problem is fine. We have a good tight end in Freiermuth. If we re-sign Najee and Warren, well, like that's not going away. We know what we get out of those guys. The thing I like more about Fields than Russ, I liked Russ's passing, but Russ had no mobility. When I saw Justin Fields play, we had mobility at the quarterback position for the first time since God knows when.
Yeah.
And just watching a Steelers quarterback run for more than 10 yards.
Yeah, you know Big Ben wasn't
Now,
doing
Big Ben didn't need to, and we didn't need him to either. Like, and
Right,
we didn't
right.
want him running.
Yeah.
But
For Fields, if they sign him, he's their starter. Do they draft a quarterback to be the backup?
I wouldn't.
So they sign a
I
veteran.
don't think I would. Yeah, you sign some guy who's on the market for cheap, who can.
You
Because
give
like
Fields a year.
NFL is
More.
projecting that they draft a quarterback to be
I
a
think you
backup.
give Fields a year to prove himself.
And
If I was an NFL GM right now, I am not taking one single quarterback from this draft. I don't like any of these guys.
You don't want Quinn Ewers?
I don't want Quinn Ewers.
The
Cam
problem is
Ward?
like the top 5 teams
Cam Ward
need
would be
him.
the only like
Yeah, but
questionable
he's-
one. But
he's a
also,
top
like-
3
Yeah,
pick.
but he's also like getting like old. Like he was in college for a while.
I mean,
And then Shador. I mean, come on. Perfect timing? Absolutely not.
he's
Absolutely. I'm not taking Shador. If he is there in the 3rd round, I am not taking Shador.
whoa.
No, no.
Whoa.
Shador did not do a single thing in college.
If he's there in the 3rd round, you're not taking
I'm not
Shador
taking
Sanders?
Shador. No, I'm not taking any. I would take quarterbacks that I would question taking. I would probably take Cam Ward, but I would not take him number 1 overall. I would take this year is for wide receivers and linemen. Like that's this draft class specialty.
Running back.
Who's declaring at
Sanders is ranked 9th based on what this says here on ESPN.
and edge rushers? Yeah, I just saw Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ashton Genty's
Ashton
the only
Genty.
running back. Yeah. Genty's gonna go to the Cowboys.
So Sanders is 9.
Scatterboo.
Yeah.
Scatterboo's not gonna go. I hope the Steelers. I saw a mock draft that the Steelers are drafting Scatterboo.
Sanders is the only quarterback in the top 25 rankings
What?
for
You out of
the.
your mind?
That's what this says.
Yeah,
ESPN.
I think
This isn't me.
not.
No,
I'm
I
just
think
telling
he
you.
goes- He
Absolutely
goes top
not.
15.
100% he does, but I'm just saying if I was an NFL GM, I'm not taking.
Well,
That's
the
not knocking
top.
on Shador. I'm
That's-
just saying there's gonna
That's
be way
why
better
you're not an
quarterbacks in the
NFL
draft next
GM,
year.
Vernon.
There's gonna. Well, I'm also 17 years old, Peyton. Maybe that's why I'm not an NFL GM.
The problem
too.
is like the top teams need a quarterback.
But saying
Yeah, I can 100%. The Cleveland Browns are going to take Shador. I guarantee it. Wait, who's got the number 1? The Titans? Yeah. So the Titans are taking Shador or Cam
No.
Ward.
I
And the
think
Browns are
Titans
taking
go-
Shador or Cam Ward.
yeah,
And
I
then
think it's a
Giants as
quarterback one,
well.
too.
Giants need 1 too. They'll take Quinn Ewers.
It's the Patriots. They're the first team that
I think
doesn't
the
need a
Patriots are
quarterback.
taking Travis.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get Travis Hunter. They're chilling. But yeah, no. It's gonna be interesting to really see how the postseason plays out. First of all,
Yeah.
and then after the postseason, because you look at Cincy too. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are both their contracts are up, and they
Yeah.
gotta pay both of them, and they are both wide receiver 1 talent. And if you want to keep Joe Burrow around, you gotta keep
They're-
at least one of them.
I think they let T. Higgins walk and they stick with Jamar
Yeah.
and Burrow.
I would too. T deserves to be a wide receiver 1.
100%.
I mean, I don't think T deserves to live in the shadow. Not even saying that he's like in the shadow of Jamar, but like he's got so much potential. He could be the wide receiver 1 for almost any other team,
Yeah.
and he's the wide receiver 2 on the Bengals. And he still puts up great numbers. He still puts up wide receiver 1 numbers.
He does.
But
It's,
like, imagine like all the targets they got to chase. Imagine if they all went to T Higgy. Then we might be looking at
Yeah.
T Higgy as a triple crown.
I think he needs a team with a built quarterback already to be successful, though.
T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's every wide receiver nowadays. Like you saw DJ Moore earlier in the year with Caleb Williams.
I mean,
When
you
they
could.
were struggling, DJ Moore was getting very upset.
Yeah.
And then once Caleb Williams started to develop, like then he was just like, all right, like maybe I could get down with it.
Yeah.
But like Jerry Jeudy for the Browns, like that man has nobody. Malik Neighbors had so many quarterbacks this year, and he
Yeah.
set the record for the most receptions
Yeah, it's crazy.
in Giants single season history, which shows what kind of wide receiver he is. Because Devin pulling up T. Higgins' stats. He finished. Scroll back up, Devin. 911 yards.
I mean,
he was also hurt,
yeah.
and for him to come back, he got 73 catches, 911 yards, 10 touchdowns. Like that is.
Here's a big question. Where do we think Tyreek Hill is going? Because
Probably-
he's not staying in Miami. There's no way he
Tyreek
stays
Hill's
in Miami.
career's over, dude. 100%.
Whoa.
His career's cooked.
His career's over?
Yes.
There's no way.
100%.
There's no way his career's over.
100%. Yeah. I don't understand how he had 959 receiving yards. You know, that might be a little bit
He
personal
had
for me.
quarterback
Because
problems.
I drafted him first overall in fantasy, and he completely let me down. He did not have quarterback problems. Even when Tua came back, he still did not do that much.
It's Tua.
Tua's fine.
He's okay.
Tua's a fine
Tua's not a
quarterback.
bad quarterback,
Yeah.
but he's
He might be a little loosey-goosey in the In the brain.
He just, yeah. Yeah.
He might be a little loosey-goosey, but that's all.
Some questionable throws, you know.
It's the lefties, man. I gotta
Bring Tyreek Hill to Indy. Bring Tyreek Hill to Indy.
bring Tyreek to Pittsburgh. Actually, I don't want Tyreek in Pittsburgh. I want Cooper Kupp. Did you see Cooper Kupp's got cornrows now? For his or he like braided his hair or something. Okay, you spelled Cooper Kupp very wrong. Go to images on Google. You can see him. He was in his shirt. Hey, type in Cooper Kupp wild card 2024. Yeah, no, it's actually incredible.
Whew.
With the beard too. I mean, it was so nice. Well, it's not popping
You
up.
lying about
Oh,
this?
it's right there. It's right there. Oh my god. Of course. Oh, click the second image. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
What did he? I can't even see it.
Yeah. No, it's just like.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's.
So.
All right.
That was episode 2 of the Blitz. We'll be back next week.
We will. We'll be back next week.
The divisional games, the outcomes, the NFC and AFC championship games. Who we think is going to win the Super Bowl? Because I have a feeling that one of our teams that we predicted is probably going to lose because we suck at predicting.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we. I would say you. But
Okay, yeah. Well, you thought the Colts were going to come back and win the division.
Hey,
and
hey.
that didn't happen either. So.
I mean, I had a better prediction than you.
I'm your host, Brendan Gagan,
Peyton Breyer.
and we will see you next time on the Blitz.